temperature now, so the fortune like a private one, but still you pay something. Probably you will know about realities. Actually, you should remember that for you what happened in casino is that something very bad has been decided to do. All those forces, they came up from South Italy and they were here trying to get through and to conquer casino with a mass service every Sunday, and everyone was going up there. Mid-September, what happened? Mid has been now, who are the three main forces? They offered them the possibility, because in the mountain, not in the monastery though, book that it's sold only on the bookshop of the monks, and it's printed only in Italian. Bombing has been decided, and one they ran just down in the basement of the tower. And so we know also, because of a documentary done by the Italian television 10 years ago, which were soldiers, but they were only 17 years old. Who participated to this battle, they were all. The survivor, they said that probably the bombing of the monastery, that they realized it was a mistake only when they land, and they said they north, and the elites following them until the liberation of Italy happened. The liberation of Italy started from Sicily, south, kind of biggest one, because it takes people not only from the Battle of Cassino. There are two islands offshore, one facing Sorrento, which is Capri Island, and one facing Naples, which Italy suffer of earthquakes. This because of the tectonic movement of the tectonic plate between Europe and Africa, that it's coming again. The archaeological site of Herculanum, it's really very small comparing with a port. And here, if you look on the left, you see the Vesuvio. This is the volcano. You can notice that the top, it looks like cut in half. And this happened in 79 AD. The explosion actually broke the top of the mountain, and so rocks, they exploded everywhere. Herculanum is down here, you see, on the slopes of the Vesuvio in an illegal way, also because here they don't have much space. If you look on the level, the left, it's higher than the right. This space on the right hand side between us and the sea, it's something. The activity was so heavy and combined with season.
busy trading point with about 20,000 inhabitants. Started getting very green. I mean, the edge. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat again, to imagine that this city was totally, barely, you could say about 1,700 years from about 6 miles away from the location. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, that when we found the Pompeii, when they started excavating the city, all armors, war, tiger, shields that they used during the training.
This is where the gladiators performed.
So I repeat again, this was the gladiator school, and now
The gladiator
we
school.
proceed and we go to the theaters. First to show that's in here. So they closed the archaeological area. No people, no tourists.
Is this where Pink Floyd went?
No, they turned the video and they did the concert in the. Anyway, guys, this was the Grand Theater. On top there was a third level that went all the way around. That was down.
This is the Grand Theatre.
That's why you see these little poles sticking out. All the way around.
Que había estatuas, que todo estaba cortado, fuera el trono, eso es lo que se quedó, y hanno restaurato, cioè il trono completamente.
E la mia settima, stava sbagliando.
This is the stage area.
¿Para qué servía? En días cuando yo los años, ¿qué asco que tenía que ser? Que han inventado cómo hacen las marcas aquí, como también más adelante, las huellas de las grandes ruedas de las.
Behind the wall,
This is a
big block
takeaway shop.
that once was supporting the fireplace, that was the kitchen where every morning.
The theatre exits.
And this auto there was always the main entrance on the main street, and it was once a year this block. This block was named the Exit. This was the small rooms that you see around. They used to be bedrooms. It was a kind of summer section. It was around the courtyard. They got the dining rooms, living rooms, banquet rooms. Always they got an open playground. That was the way where they used to get out the after the big very mothers, they could not sleep in the rooms there around the edge, but they preferred sleeping around the garden. This was the changing room, that was the lavatories, and the last one was the Diana was an actress. Diana usually, after her in the lake, but often for Diana was his man, was a stalker. She was fed up of his stalker, and she sent her dogs to buy. So on a population of 20,000 people, most of the citizens left the city before, because the tremors, the rumblings, the static. I'm sure that you will ask me what is the kitchen without the top, the stables, the wine cellars, here we are. Behind here is a large area for the service. The service is there. Guys, please forget the ruins underground. Maybe that there was a big mosaic. The mosaics were removed by the detachment of the mosaic. Accidentally they touched the floor. Underground they found the room with the
Camera down for a second, please.
These are remains of another house underneath, so this villa was built on top of an old house.
L'altro giorno comunque dopo 4-5 minuti trovavi il telefono spento nel cassetto. L'ho spento la mia sai.
This is the main street.
still covering 60 acres. So now please I will take you up there. Where we can see the rest of the city that we excavated in front of you. And please don't forget that 60 acres still buried are here under your feet. You are stepping on the ruins, you are stepping on the city. We still have 60 acres of this.
This is the level of the ash, and there's still a lot of buildings underneath this. 60 acres.
Years of excavations in order, and they took the diggings in the year 1980, 1982. Yeah?
Is that just
The Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
It's in the program. Is that the building? Look, man. You see the building with the scaffolds and 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh no, I remember there was an age.
Another fast food place. There's another big home.
What about the noble people? What about the wealthy people? The wealthy people that's why they use the lead. Because lead was easy to melt. 80% of the citizens completed the exercise. They also did the still with the real mountain. From the people copy That was an indoor
Han tenuto svette con la gita.
that was the massage.
It's the cha-
The bricks and concrete without the timbers. In front of me there is a small room. That room
Beautiful.
cleaning and washing in the house. Then the cabinet sauna, next room, and then family bath or communal bath. Because, you know,
This is the red light district.
so the frescoes that
These are new stove in Vienna.
So this was the entrance of another brothel. The directional arrow, the GPS was on the floor.
Como estábamos hablando antes, la lateral de la calle llevando a...
Vestibule. Atrium with the water basin, catch water, and then in the back, so wagons, cats, animals. This building, this was the city hall.
It's the town hall.
In the time that was the Palace of Justice.
Palace of Justice.
The criminals they were given in jail. So please. Jupiter was the father of the god.
Temple of Jupiter.
This is the major temple of Zeus, Jupiter.
Shopping malls. The original road of the Forum. These white blocks.
Made it hazy. Decided in this season when they do the olives.
Oh, is that what? Because it was tasty on the train today.
Yeah, it's all the farmers, you know. Especially when it's high, low pressure. So now look, there are 4 roads that carry here. The one from the ocean, the one from the valley anyway, the one from the volcano, and the one from the coast. So this is an even platform to sleep on the water, river.
You will never imagine why we got to this hole.
It's all no wood survived eruption. You can see instead carbonized wood in Herculaneum because the way that got in 1860, 1880 by a specific equipment. of archaeologists, very active here, with a very thing to fill up the voids, okay, so to produce those. Nowadays, and I can show you later, upside down was chained, because you can see the collar. Next door instead we have a human being.
None of the plasters lasted as long.
They were shining on the floor and the leading people directly to the city gates. In fact, if we would follow these white stones, we are going to get by the... Now the shoreline is about a mile and a half.
This was one of the main gates down to the original harbour.
Historical city center, we have the passenger. This is considered still a suburb of Naples because we are just at the beginning of the port, and whatever is which is open to public, and there are still the furniture inside. So these districts on the right, they look a bit new, which has a net also. It looks like domination. And that is really the poorest district of the city, where they have this narrow little streets. Probably if you have seen postcards, built up a huge fortress because the French were here more than 600 years ago. It was very unsafe here, and so Naples has been quite heavily bombed. Now we don't see the port much, but we are approaching the area of the cruise terminal. Structure of the Roman town. So you see, I've seen Pompeii, Roman town, just at the regular. We turn around the Angiò castle, the family of Angiò who built it. So pirates and the danger was coming from the sea. So better to have the safe side towards the sea and the door on the other Capri Island. So all the connection in the Bay of Naples. Okay, that's you see how messy it is from down here, the fortress of the French.
This is a French fortress.
They are offices, but was part of the royal palace.
Part of the royal palace of the Spanish kings.
Now we passed the tunnel in order because it was next to the. We have the sea again in front of us. And this is considered again a nice area. Here on the left, all along the sea, you see a castle, and there are all the 5-star hotels on this promenade to the left. Also, another area nice to live. See, also to sunbathe from the parking places. It's an American consulate, also with a branch, let's say, of the embassy, even if this is not the capital. The embassy is in Rome, of course, but this is the second consulate here. On the left, this is another part where the families of Naples they live, and you can tell by the beauty of see how palace here. It's so, but after the tunnel above all, the upper level of the city center, different locations which are See the houses here, are everything is well maintained, well kept. All. Here to the right, you see the team of Naples near the houses. Now it's behind those trees. St. Paul, San Paolo's district of Naples. District to the right of the villas. And they up there overlooking the Royal Historical Center. And now we are approaching this castle. They are not bothered by traffic at all. Very easy, train. And they have a long summer here. You can start to have a written in Naples, in that exact spot there is this. So the next time it's kind of a document. Way back you see it on the right hand side of the coach, and that's the entrance. Also this fortress, it's a museum that can be visited. And here this gate, this iron gate, we have the beginning of the royal palace of the Spanish. That's a little garden. That's the Royal Theatre San Carlo, which is connected to the Royal City Center. See lots of people here on the right. They go up on this. Facing the facade, the front of the Royal Palace is towards that square where the scaffoldings are. This is the side where also the theatre is located.